All right. Thank you, everybody. It's 2:01, so we're going to get started. This session is being recorded, so we will send out a link post-webinar. So my name is Jennifer Brown, and I'm with Hospitality Newfoundland and Labrador here in St. John's, Newfoundland. And we are very pleased that you could join us today for our tourismtechnology.com webinar on customer relationship management. I would like to acknowledge participation from our partners on this project, the provinces of New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland and Labrador, and the tourism industry associations of each province, including the Tourism Industry Association of New Brunswick, the Tourism Industry Association of Prince Edward Island, and Hospitality Newfoundland and Labrador, and of course, Tourism Atlantic ACOA. The aim of tourismtechnology.com is to empower tourism operators in Atlantic Canada to improve their competitiveness by effectively using online technology. Tourismtechnology.com provides operators with the skills, knowledge, and expertise to take advantage of current online tools and resources. Tourismtechnology.com offers one-on-one mentoring, workshops, and tutorials, all ranging from basic to advanced levels of learning. If you're following along online today, please feel free to tweet or post using the hashtag TourismTech. I would like to acknowledge my colleagues in New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island, Allison Clark of Taipai and Jason Ferris of Taian-B. We also have Jake McLaren from Larmahil here with us today. Born and raised in Western Canada, Jake has worked in the Alberta oil fields as a sales and marketing professional since the late 1990s. Looking for a new pace of life, he migrated east, settling in Prince Edward Island. On September 1st, 2016, Jake started Larmahil, a CRM consulting agency with the mission to connect small and medium-sized businesses in Atlantic Canada with the best fit CRM platform for their business. Larmahil was created to help business owners filter through the more than 400 platforms and find the best fit product for their business. So without further ado, I'll pass it over to Jake in PEI to get started.
Hi, thank you. So yes, as my introduction said, I'm from Western Canada and found my way over to Atlantic Canada. Basically, the reason that I got into CRM was because of my previous experience working in the oil patch, trying to find better ways to keep track of customer information. A lot of the jobs that I had were sales jobs, business-to-business sales, where I had to go out and knock on doors and prospect and find ways to communicate with people. And my very first introduction to CRM, I wasn't even looking for CRM. I was on trusty old Google, and I was searching for things like database management for small business, better ways to keep track of customer databases, and all of it kept coming back to this acronym CRM. So I felt like I needed to learn a little bit more about CRM and find out what all the fuss was about. CRM itself obviously stands for Customer Relationship Management. Now, that is a very, very broad spectrum term. That can be anything from the way that you shake a person's hand to the way that you present your products and services, all the way down to how you communicate and interact with strangers over social media. And basically, the CRM industry is a $50 billion industry that focuses on all kinds of digital marketing platforms, social media platforms, email marketing, search engine optimization, blogging. Basically, anything digital and over the internet can come back to CRM. So the goal of all of those platforms is to generate more contacts. When we have contacts, then we have potential customers. So what I'm going to go through today is just an overall broad spectrum review of the various aspects of CRM, and then we'll open it up to more specific questions that anybody might have. So your CRM will provide you with a better understanding of your customers, their needs, behaviors, and habits. This understanding will enable you to develop more efficient marketing strategies and target specific needs. Basically, I made up this little acronym to kind of describe what CRM is, and it's all about manage. So managing customer information, automation, nurturing customer relationships, adding valuable insights for your business, gathering data, and engaging with your customers. So managing the customer information, at the heart of all CRM systems, the core function is going to be the contact management. This is where you enter first name, last name, email address, company they work for, and you keep your Rolodex of information all in some form of digital platform or cloud-style system. Now, there isn't just one way to do this. We mentioned in the introduction that there's more than 400 different platforms. If you go Google the term CRM, you will get overwhelmed with all of your options that you have for different ways to keep track of customer data. But at the end of the day, they all do the same thing. It's all about creating a contact record so that you can manage that relationship moving forward. Can everybody hear me okay? I'm just noticing in the comments that it's a little quiet.
I can hear you good, but yeah, we've got a couple of comments saying that your voice is a little low. So I'm just wondering if maybe you could speak a little closer to your microphone. Maybe that'll help.
All right. Well, I've moved the mic closer. Hopefully people can hear me. And so the automation aspect of CRM really comes down to creating a situation of when the customer does blank, then we respond with blank. So that can happen on your website, for example. A customer can visit your website, fill in the contact form, and then you respond to them with an email. That is a very basic form of automation. Some of the more advanced forms of automation would be if they look at a specific page of your website or they search for specific keywords or points of interest, then you can trigger something that maybe has a pop-up window, maybe sends them an email with a special offer. So if somebody visited my website and went to the pricing page 5 times, maybe my CRM would send them an automated email that says, congratulations, we're having a 10% off sale on whatever thing it is you were looking at today. And it's a little bit creepy, but it's a little bit cool, and that's basically how the automation aspect of CRM allows you to engage with your customers and track what they're interested in. The nurturing of relationships inside your CRM, this falls down more to workflows. And again, creating if-then scenarios. So if they show interest in something, then we're going to nurture that relationship and we're going to send them more information and more information. So if somebody is really into deep-sea fishing and they've got it all over their Facebook page and they keep visiting deep-sea fishing websites, Google keeps track of that information. Search engines keep track of that information. They know what people are interested in, and when you start investing in things like AdWords, you can start targeting those contacts and trying to re-engage and remarket to those people. And hey, Jake, you visited this website on deep-sea fishing. Well, here's 10 more websites that offer deep-sea fishing in that area because they've all paid to participate in it. So the nurturing of relationships is a really complicated part of CRM, but it's built into most systems where it engages with your website, search engines, and social media, and ties all that information together so that you can keep better track of what your customers are interested in and allows you to engage them on that level. The valuable insights that CRM can provide you are things like website visits, email performance. If I send out 1,000 emails, I know how many of them get opened, how many people unsubscribe, how many of those emails soft bounce, which means they landed in a spam filter. Hard bounces are you just have the wrong information. You tried to send it to the wrong place. So when I send out an email through my CRM platform, I gain valuable insights as to if that person opened, clicked through, responded, or visited the website, and those types of actions. So with that information, that will allow me to engage customers that are more interested in my products and services and not waste as much time chasing people who don't give a crap about what I do. Gathering data goes back to the contact management, and again, the various ways that CRM will actually keep track of customer data. Now, if you're not familiar with what cookies are, you should get familiar with cookies, because cookies are those little nuggets of information that websites track and keep data on. So I will know at the end of the day how many people have visited my site, and as soon as those people become contacts with me, I will know every page that they visited, how long they were on it, what their IP address is, whether they were looking at my site through a mobile device or a computer. It really is spy technology for businesses, and we track and gather that data using cookies. So when you visit a website, it plugs a cookie into your browser, and then it starts to monitor your behavior from there. Those are all elements of CRM marketing platforms. And then the customer engagement, I've touched on it a few times. Your CRM platform will usually provide you with multiple ways to engage customers, not just through email, but you'll be able to post to social media, you'll be able to write blogs, you'll be able to use your website, you'll be able to go on search engine optimization, Google AdWords, Bing, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of them now offer pay-per-click engagement, and all of those pay-per-click engagements can be tracked and monitored through the use of CRM technology, so that you're not just blindly shouting into the wind. Take $100, go to Facebook, and spend it on ads, and then at the end of the $100, you get a report from Facebook that says, congratulations, 15,000 people saw your ad. Well, when you invest in CRM technology, those 15,000 people that engaged in your ad are actually tracked and monitored and tied into your system, so you have a better way to engage those customers moving forward with follow-up information on their points of interest. So the types of CRM really fall into three different platforms. So customer-centric, marketing platforms, and the sales pipeline. It's probably important to note at this point that CRM really evolved and became what it is today through sales pipelines. It started, CRM in its earliest form really was just a way for salesmen like me to take my Rolodex of information and put it into my phone or my computer and make it more mobile friendly and more accessible so I could take it on the go with me. And then from there, from the one-to-one business-to-business sales, it turned into how do we generate more leads and how do we track and engage our prospects. So customer-centric CRM really follows the customer habits, what they do, where they live, what they're interested in, who they are, and the things that they like to have and do and buy, and customer shopping habits. So customer-centric CRM really focuses on the personas and personalities of your clients. Now, this is not to be confused with target markets. So my target market would be small and medium-sized businesses. my ideal customer or buyer persona would be the small business owner who wears multiple hats and needs different tools to do their job more efficiently and allow them to have more time with their friends and family and less time at the desk. So you can see a little bit of a difference there between the target market being the business that I'm after and the ideal customer being the person. So a customer-centric CRM is going to look at the person and say, who is that small business owner? What is their demographic? What age group? What region? What type of business? And one step further, what type of social media are they on? And how do they like to engage with their prospects, their customers, and the sales reps who talk to them? So if I'm armed with that information, then it makes my sales job a lot easier. That way I'm not phoning people who like to communicate via email, if that makes sense. The marketing platforms are purely designed to drive traffic. More strangers turned into more visitors, turned into more leads. We call this conversion. So there's 8 billion people on the planet, and there's 24 billion registered websites. There's 3 registered domain names for every person who lives on the planet. So how do I get my website to stand out and attract the right types of visitors? That's where CRM marketing platforms really come into play. Through search engine optimization, through social media engagement, through pay-per-click advertising, email marketing, newsletters, blog posts, all of these different ways that people use the internet are all designed to integrate with CRM marketing platforms. Now, we'll get into sales platforms in just a second, but I think marketing platforms is really where a lot of people like to focus and like to say, okay, how do I take 1 million strangers and turn them into, prospect customers and leads? And that's where CRM's marketing technology really takes blog posts and keywords and landing pages and newsletters and takes all of that information, segments it into the different profiles of people that you like to work with, and send the right message to the right time, or the right person at the right time. Kind of screwed that up. Right message, right person, right time. That is the key to CRM marketing platforms. The sales pipeline is what we in the industry know as the bottom of the funnel. So a sales pipeline doesn't come into effect until you already know who the customer, who the prospect actually is. When they're a stranger and you don't know who they are, it's really hard to engage with them on a one-to-one sales level and say, okay, Joe Smith, it's time for you to buy my products and services. So we use blanket-style marketing, billboards, newspaper, radio, television, to send out this broad message that says, hey, we're a great company and we have amazing products and services, come buy from us. And then as soon as they engage with us, that's when our sales pipeline actually kicks in. So for a retail store, a sales pipeline wouldn't actually kick in until a customer walked through the front door. And then it becomes, how do you get the product off the shelf and into their bag and out the door? That's your sales pipeline. For business to business, the sales pipeline can be completely different. There's trade shows, prospecting, meeting after meeting after meeting. Finally, it gets down to a proposal, and then you close the deal. So you can see how CRM for sales would focus more on the monitoring of behavior, especially monitoring sales behavior, how many times I'm emailing people, setting up tasks and meetings and phone calls, and different things like that. So it's important when you're picking a CRM platform, really ask yourself, do I need more leads or do I need more sales? And if you need both, then you want to pick a platform that offers both marketing automation as well as a sales pipeline. But primarily in the tourism industry, I think you guys would all be better off focusing on the marketing side of it to draw those customers in. The sales pipelines really focus more on the business-to-business communication and finding that right contact, making a proposal, and closing a deal. So the different types of engagement with a customer in a CRM, we know them as reactive, proactive, and selective. So reactive CRM falls more into the tail end of the engagement with the customer. It's reactive because the customer makes the first action and then we react to it. So it might be something like an exit survey, or I know every hotel I stay at always sends me an email the next day saying, how would you rate your stay? Would you share us on social media? Would you like to book your next room? So those are all known as reactive CRM. So I've been a customer, I've been to the location, I've completed my business, and I'm on my way out the door, and they are taking the opportunity to re-engage with us, ask us how we did, and how we can do better in the future. So the reactive CRM really falls into the survey side, the customer exit, and the social sharing is really important. Did you like our service? Great. Would you share it with your friends and family on social media so that we can get more engagement? Proactive CRM is reaching out to people and finding out how you can help them. Hello, how can we help you? Reaching out to customers with the intention of increasing sales traffic. So anything that we do to drive traffic through our doors would be known as proactive CRM. So that's digital advertising, social media, direct contact, anything that we do to try to advertise our business and get people through the door would fall into the category of proactive CRM. Selective CRM is when you take your customer database and you segment it into different lists and groups and categories, and you offer the right deal to the right person at the right time. So again, it's loyalty programs, it's ways to get people to sign up to become members of your exclusive club or group so that you can specifically market to those people, offer them special deals, special opportunities, and make them feel unique and special. So selective CRM is really evident in the retail industry. I think every store you go to now has some kind of club card that you can sign up for, and really all they're doing is just keeping track of your purchase behavior so that they can offer you the right sale at the right time to get you back into the store. So we talked a little bit about some of the common features for all CRM platforms. These common features are cloud-based technology. At the time that I made this presentation over a year ago, 85% of CRMs were cloud-based. I would not be surprised if that has creeped up into the high 90s at this point. Cloud technology enables us to have all of our information at our fingertips no matter where we are. So when people talk about cloud technology, it's logging into something on the internet, having all of your information stored in that file on the internet so that you can have access to it anywhere you go. So of the 400 CRM platforms that I've come across, 399 of them have offered some form of cloud-based subscription. Social media engagement, CRM would not exist without social media. Social media would completely exist without CRM, so this is an adaptation that CRM had to make in order to engage with people. And myself personally, I'm a big fan of LinkedIn. I use LinkedIn every single day in the business that I do. I'm connected to more than 2,000 people, and that list of connections is growing every single day. And you will not be surprised to learn that my LinkedIn account is linked directly to my CRM account, so every one of my connections is tracked and monitored in my CRM. So social media engagement has become a big part of how CRMs are gathering information on your customers and your prospects. Time management tools is, again, basically what CRM was designed for right from the beginning. It was all about setting up calendar reminders and appointments. Again, it was taking the Rolodex off of your desk and putting it into your phone. So every CRM is going to offer you some way to better manage your time, set up meetings, and engage with customers. Larmahil has an ebook that may be of interest to you folks. We wrote an ebook on 4 ways that tourism operators can benefit from CRM technology. It takes a lot of the basic concepts that we've talked about today, and it really digs deeper into them and gives you more step-by-step approaches on how you can find this information. So if you would like the ebook on 4 ways tourism operators can benefit from CRM technology, please visit larmahil.com and contact us, and we will make sure that you get a copy of it. We are also presenting workshops on CRM and how to set them up and use them, train you how to use them. So if you want information on more workshops and more ways to learn about CRM, please contact us. And I'm going to leave it on this screen so that you have all of my contact information available. This is where we can open up questions that you may have. Does anybody have any specific questions about CRM? So one of the questions that was just asked in the chat is, how much does CRM cost for the average small business? The cost of CRM can range anywhere from completely free, and I'm not kidding, if all you want is an online database contact management system, I can tell you 3 that are completely free to sign up for. Where the cost comes in is when you start to get into the marketing automation and the additional tools and technology. Most CRM platforms are designed on a pay per user per month basis. So if I'm a business with 3 employees who all need access to a CRM, then I go pick a platform. That platform might be $50 a month per user. So my 3 users are going to cost my business $150 a month. Now that's just an example. I've seen anywhere from completely free to about $2,500 a month for a CRM platform. Another question that was posted online is, do you need a certain kind of website? No, you don't need a certain kind of website, and the honest answer is, if all you're interested in is just the customer relationship side of CRM, you don't need any website at all. You can set up a CRM platform off of information on a Facebook page or a LinkedIn profile. What your website's going to do for you as a business is it's going to give you additional ways to engage with customers. It's going to give you additional opportunities for people to find you and become leads in your CRM. So the way that a CRM interacts with your website is the CRM will give you a little piece of code, usually JavaScript code, that you just have to plug into your page somewhere. So you'll take that snippet of code and you'll email it to your web designer, or you'll do it yourself, and a lot of the CRMs offer do-it-yourself options. on how to plug in your CRM to your website or your WordPress or whatever. And once that code is in your website, then that code will start to embed the cookies and do the tracking and monitoring of behavior. So you don't have to go out and get a whole new website redesigned. You don't have to invest a whole bunch in website technology in order to have CRM. You just need the ability to add a piece of code to your website. Were there any other questions? So some of the free options, Jason at TiNBI, HubSpot offers a completely free CRM. You can go to HubSpot.com, HubSpot.com. There you go. And find their free CRM, and they will walk you through how to set it up and everything that you need to know. And then when you get stuck in the mud, you just call Larmahil. You call Jake at Larmahil, and he'll get you unstuck and teach you how to use it. Does the code help build climbing Google? So with search engine optimization, is CRM going to help you with that? Yes and no. CRM can give you additional tools and additional ways to engage, but when you plug that little snippet of code into your website, it does not affect your actual Google search engine ranking in any way, shape, or form. The additional ways that you can help that is by blogging. I don't know what's coming up for training sessions on blogging, but everybody needs to blog. Search engines no longer care about websites. They care more about blogs and articles, and that's because that's the language that people use to find things. They don't. I don't turn to Google and say, you know, Google, what is the best website to tell me how to get a stain out of a shirt? What I do is I go to Google and I say, oh, Google, I've spilled strawberry jam on my shirt. How do I get it out? And I'm going to find a blog article that says 5 great ways to get strawberry jam out of a shirt. So the code itself is not going to help you with the search engine, but using the theories and methodologies that drive CRM business will help you climb that Google ranking and get found faster. So Zoho.com does offer a free CRM. It's a really, really basic CRM, and the whole goal behind it is to get you to upgrade to the paid version. Actually, Larmahil is partners with Zoho. If you go to larmahil.com, you can actually start a free trial of Zoho for 30 days that'll show you all the great features inside their CRM. Any security concerns with CRM that we should know about? That's a great question. Anytime you invest in cloud-based technology, you run the risk of being hacked. Now, I mentioned that the CRM industry is a $50 billion industry, and a lot of that, there is millions and millions and millions of customer records being kept on these cloud databases, billions of records being kept on these cloud databases. I have yet to actually come across a story of where a reputable CRM platform has been hacked and that information has come out. So I am very confident and I'm very comfortable in using CRM technology, and I'm not worried about that information getting out there. But bad people are going to do bad things, and there's nothing we can do about that. So there is a risk with cloud technology. Anytime you put it on the cloud, it's there. Somebody has access to it. Be careful with how you gather your customer information and how you share that customer information, especially with Canadian anti-spam legislation. You do not want to be the source of somebody's spam. So while you're gathering customer information, it's always best to use a reputable CRM platform as opposed to my cousin Vinny did this in my garage and it's fantastic. HubSpot is more than CRM, great info on site. Yes, HubSpot is the #1 marketing automation platform that exists. I love their free features. Their paid features are definitely expensive when you compare them to other platforms, but that's basically like buying a Lexus or a Bentley versus a cheaper car. And I don't want to offend anybody by saying a brand.
Did anybody else have any other questions for Jake?
Okay, so this link down here, pages.larmahil.com/tourism ebook, that is the best place to download the source for more information on CRM technology and how you can use it for your business. If anybody wants the actual slideshow itself, I do have it in both Keynote and PowerPoint. Just email me, ask me for it, and I will send it to you. Any planned workshops on blogging? No, I don't plan on doing any workshops on blogging. However, I just recently finished 2 articles in my own website about different ways to blog for CRM. So you can visit larmahil.com and go to the blog, and there's 2 articles offering tips and suggestions on how to blog for CRM. All right, looks like everybody's saying thank you and have a great day, so I think we're almost finished with our presentation.
Awesome. So if you do have any other questions, please feel free to just type them in the chat. And if you're wondering what your next learning steps might be following this presentation, there are many technology learning options available to you simply by contacting your Provincial Tourism Industry Association. We would be happy to help you determine your next steps, whether they be one-on-one mentoring, further workshops or training opportunities, or if you simply have questions regarding your online technology. TourismTechnology.com has 2 more webinars planned for this fall. On October 18th, we will host SEO for the rest of us with Insight Brand and Marketing Studio. And on November 8th, we will host Influencer Marketing with Newfoundland and Labrador Tourism. If you haven't registered for these webinars, there's still plenty of time to do so. Thank you again, Jake. This was a great presentation, and we had a lot of valuable information covered today. And I think that Jason and Allison and I are going to have a follow-up conversation on what we can do regarding blogging. So thank you for bringing that to our attention. So you can go to tourismtechnology.com for a complete list of resources, or again, call your Provincial Tourism Industry Association. Thank you to our project partners, the provinces of New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland and Labrador, and the Tourism Industry Association of each province, including the Tourism Industry Association of New Brunswick, Tourism Industry Association of Prince Edward Island, and Hospitality Newfoundland and Labrador, and of course, Tourism Atlantic ACOA. Thanks everyone for joining today, and we look forward to working together in the future.